This is Admiral Fruitcake. Hello. Good morning. It is 25 minutes past 6 on Easter Saturday. No, it's not actually on the calendar, but it's we're in the Easter holidays. So anyway, just a bit of Star Wars, a bit of epic you can come across on YouTube or Spotify or any music video site. People making epic Star Wars themes, brilliant. If you're into Star Wars, I have been since Mum decided to get some tickets and go to the ABC cinema in Nottingham, and she took her little boy, hello, and now not little anymore. She probably had no idea that it was going to become a thing where I would be playing music 20 years later, giving the screen verbal abuse when Han Solo got killed, go onto Facebook and do one heck of a big blog and rant about the fact that Harrison Ford's character Han Solo has passed. Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting one. For me personally, I knew in the then canon before Disney that Chewbacca dies. I was ready for it, totally ready for it. And then they had to put the spanner in the works. On Gordon Bennett, I let out my rage. But that's by the by. It fits the storyline. Thank fuck. Well, I'll still be blooming fuming. But that's the thing. Thanks to Disney, we have two storylines. If you're a avid Star Wars pre-Disney canon fan, as I am, I have a nice collection of the Star Wars Last of the Jedi. Noisy lorry going past. I'm not saying that's actually canon, it's just a lorry going past. But if you're a fan of that, you've got that side to go through and enjoy. You've also got the new canon that Disney is bringing out. I do believe there's a Star Wars audio book called Into the Void, which I purchased 2 weeks ago or so. But I haven't listened to it yet. The reason I haven't listened to it yet is because I've got another thing that started about 2001. My Harry Potter obsession. But this is not a Harry Potter obsession video, it's a Star Wars. It's so brilliant what you can do these days. You can listen to the music on Spotify. You can watch the movies wherever you like, as I've got it on my YouTube and also Disney Plus. And you can also play the old games if you've got the old games on the PS1, PS2, whatever consoles came out for the original Battlefront and Battlefront 2. And you've got the Star Wars Lego, which is I like that. It's funny. There's even Star Wars Lego TV. Now you've got something called Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PS4. Tried to keep it as clean as possible, but it's a Star Wars fan's wet dream. Gordon, you get to play any character you like. And if you're lucky, you can change the character to look like the character in the other movies. Like, for instance, you could play as Harrison Ford's Han Solo, the original and the best. Yet. The Han Solo in Solo. Now, he was alright. I did like him. He did bring the character back. He did one heck of a good job. And then you see how Lando loses the Falcon. So with this whole Disney thing, yes, there's bits and bobs that are a bit like, seriously, like the Chewbacca and the Han scenario. And now we've got the man tripping over. LOL. You've got the clear. Pop it down to Royal Mail. That's why I'm up this early, out. I'm usually out. I'm usually up at this time of day. I'm usually on a working day. I've been up for about 20 minutes. It's not like it's not a working day video. It's a Star Wars. What was it? Scarring of a 5-year-old. And I'm now absolutely bonkering of Star Wars. Like I was saying, you've got the Mandalorian. You've even got a new season of Clone Wars, which me and one of my old friends from the school is hoping that you're going to end up with the finale of the Clone Wars meeting up with Revenge of the Sith, where Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi goes to rescue the Emperor. Yeah. You've also got the Kenobi. There's more than just talk. There's actually facts laid down for the Kenobi, which is going to be brilliant because everyone who's into their Star Wars bonkaroony style likes to have a side story. You've got side stories of Luke, and you've even got side stories of Han. You've even got Mara Jade if you're into the original Star Wars canon, which I am, and I was like, well, fudge, didn't Luke get married? 1 minute. But yeah, that's legend, that is. Star Wars legend. If you look into the definition of legend and myth, it is usually small hints of fact with extra other bits. But from a pre-Star Wars Disney, it is fact. Well, not fact, not real. I wish it was real, but brilliant. Oh, imagine having to carry your blooming shopping. Yeah, my hand's a bit tired. I used the force. I'll force hold my bag of shopping. But anyway, yeah, so I'm rambling now. And you get the people. So basically, Star Wars for any generation. You got the generation who were born pre-77, who are probably between the ages of 10 and 99. Well, between 10 and I don't know 50 back then. That saw the Star Wars movie, and then the Star Wars movie being renamed as the A New Hope. Then you got Empire. So you got the generations between, say, 10. Well, I'd say younger, but I was 5. Now I'll rephrase, between 5 and 75 watching Star Wars. And you got the next generation who were around with the canon, the old canon coming out from 70, and just pre-77, because the books were actually out before, obviously. Yes, so you got the books, then you've got the prequel, where you got episode 1, 2 and 3, where one of my friends started with that. And you got the kids growing up now. Hello. Lol. Slight hint to the fact that I'm a big kid. Lol. Yes, you got the generation now with the ending of the Rise of Skywalker and the Star Wars Skywalker saga finishing. But don't even think about for one moment that's the end of Star Wars. I can't personally see them effing it up, because you've got Star Wars fans with Star Wars fans writing Star Wars movies, and they know exactly what the fans want. Oh, Star Wars, please, thank you very much. Well, I was overjoyed when I came across the fact that Star Wars was coming back Harrison Ford as Han Solo and Chewbacca, Leia, Luke Skywalker. I was slightly disappointed with the whole, what was it? Didn't see much of Luke. You didn't have any Luke, any talk of Luke. I was probably expecting that the prequels, not the prequels, the original trilogy where he's in every single one, but it wasn't about him. It was about the new generation, wasn't it? And yeah, that was. If you haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker, you'll know that Force Awakens is basically a Star Wars movie based on the new generation and Harrison Ford, the Han Solo, Chewbacca. And all that jazz. Lol. Yeah, so you've got the Rise of Skywalker with Leia, and the amazing things that can do with technology. As we heard sadly just after the what was it? Rogue One. Just after Rogue One, it was literally aired, with her daughter playing her mum, Leia. Well, not Leia, but yes. She played Leia. Who's Cara Fisher. And Cara Fisher's daughter played her old character to make it look like she was younger, so that they could fit the story into the original Star Wars movie, A New Hope. But sadly she passed away. Yes. So we had the fictional death of Han Solo and the physical death of Princess Leia to deal with. And that was Rogue One. Yes, that was the second movie. We had Force Awakens, then we had the Christmas after. Oh, it's Christmas when Star Wars comes out. It is Christmas. It was Christmas on the 22nd. I think it was on the 23rd, on the 20th. I can't remember. I watched the whole of the Resistance trilogy with my girlfriend. She was thinking, "You're gonna drop off, aren't you? You're on you, yeah." Go take a ramble. I'm rambling about Star Wars. Yes. Then you have the Last Jedi, based around Luke Skywalker, scared and not sure what was the right thing to do. Then you have Leia trying to bring back to her side somehow or other, just trying to stretch out to her old son Ben Solo, but I'm not going to put anything else in there because the movie hasn't actually been released yet to purchase. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on it. Even though I have Disney Plus, I actually want it. I'm bunkering with that. If Harry Potter, I've got Harry Potter on DVD, I've got Harry Potter on Google, I've got Star Wars on Google, but I also want it on DVD. And a download as well, because it's so brilliant. You could. People have ornaments, and I have ornamental DVDs. I've got all the Star Trek movies. I know you can say it is now. It's still Star Wars. No, but Star Trek. Slight bits of information, if you had no idea. The Star Trek movies, majority of them, if not all of them, had some form of connection with Star Wars. For instance, if you watch a trailer, you'll have either Skywalker sound, or you'll have the Industrial Light and Magic, which is a Star Wars company, which it was part of Lucasfilms, which is now part of Disney. That's brilliant. Anyway, I shall leave that interesting Star Wars not rant. My Star Wars life blog there, and hopefully we don't have any more major deaths. Well, I'll say major death, everyone's going to die. Sadly, that's one point of life, but it'll be nice to see Finn, see Rey, and see every other friendly face from this recent trilogy. Like we saw with the Rise of Sky, the Republic trilogy, not the Republic. You have the original trilogy, and then you saw them again in the Resistance. You know, Han, Leia, Luke. Hopefully, we'll see them. Not old, but soon. If they do more movies than like they did with Luke and Han and Leia, I don't mind. I'm quite keen on more Star Wars. Any Star Wars fan worth their blooming salt would be wanting more Star Wars. Anyway, I shall leave that there, and you all have a good day. I'm just making sure I'm not going to get turned into a rat jam. If you're a fan of Torchwood, you'd realise that rat jam is a quote from Torchwood. Have a good day and goodbye.